Hi guys, it's SimmerDeb. Welcome to another Sims 4 house building video. The name of this house is Ascend Traditional. And I will be uploading this house to the Sims 4 gallery, so if you're interested in downloading it, just search my Origin ID SimmerDeb and you should be able to find it with no problems. This house has 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, a sunken living room, a music room, and a study, and it does have a swimming pool. Normally I build modern homes because, I don't know, it just seems like I can be a little bit more creative and have a little bit more flexibility when I'm building a modern home. But I decided to go ahead and try building a traditional home. And I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out, and I hope you like it as well. There I am laying out the rooms for the second floor, which I do end up changing those rooms around a little bit and making a 2-story foyer, which you'll see a little bit later. Also, that porch area, I do end up making that foyer and porch area a little bit wider later on because I just wasn't happy with how narrow it was and how it looked. There I am putting the dormers on the house because I do really like dormers on a traditional house. I just like the way they look. And it did take me quite a few tries to get the roof right. I go through several changes on this roof before I'm finally happy. That's another reason, I guess, why I don't build as many traditional style homes, because the roofs, can be a little bit tricky on traditional style homes, where with modern houses you can just do a flat roof and not have to worry about anything, not have to worry about getting the angles right and things like that. So that's another reason, I guess, why I do a lot of modern homes. It's kind of strange though, because in real life I live in a traditional style home, and all the houses that we've lived in have been traditional style homes. I've never actually lived in a modern home, and I don't think I would ever in real life I'd purchase a modern home. I think I will always purchase, whenever I start buying a home, I think I would always purchase a traditional home over a modern home. And frankly, where I live in the southern United States, there's not that many, options in the real estate market for modern homes anyway. But, when I like to build, I do like to be as creative as I can. And modern homes just seem to give me, a little bit more creativity and a little bit more imagination. But I really do like traditional homes, and I really like the way this house finally turns out at the end. There you see the exterior before I widened the foyer area. When I widened the foyer area, I ended up putting a window on each side of the front door and a couple more windows upstairs, but you'll see that later. There I am trying to pick out a walkway in concrete. I really like the brick walkways. I really like brick patios as well, but when I have a brick walkway, when I have a brick on the exterior of the house as extensive as the brick is on this exterior of the house, I really don't want to have brick on the patio floor. I want something that will contrast it a little bit. There I go, moving into the inside and putting lights in so I can see what I'm doing. And you'll notice I have taken the floor out of that living room to make that sunken living room. And there I've put a wall in. I decided I wanted to do a double fireplace. Fireplaces back to back. One in the living room and one in the music room. And I think that turned out pretty neat. I really like that. What I would really love to have, and we probably do have them available in custom content, but what I would love to have in an expansion pack is a fireplace that's double-sided, that you can see through the fireplace from one room to another. So I think that would be really neat. And I'd like to have one Modern, of course, lends itself to the open fireplaces like that, but I would really like to have a traditional two-sided fireplace as well. And there we go, putting in the furniture in the living room. And I end up putting a television in that corner where that's facing, that the sofa is facing. There we go, putting in furniture, and as always, I have trouble matching the colors because of the lighting. I hope that when we get the patch in December, this month is December, but I hope that when we get the next patch, maybe they'll do something about the lighting in the game to make it easier to distinguish the colors of things. I'm tired of having to go outside every time I decorate to try to figure out what color something is. But other than that, what else would I like to see in December's patch? I'd like to see toddlers, which I don't think we're going to get that. We're going to get 2 new careers, and I would really love to get the Move Objects On sheet back in the game, and I hope they give us that in the December patch, because I really like layering landscaping outside, and I like being able to put potted plants and things like that wherever I want to, and that's really hard to do when you don't have the Move Objects On sheet. And I know that there is a mod that does the Move Objects On. The only problem with that mod is when you upload your house to the gallery and people download it, a lot of your furniture will disappear if the person who downloads the house does not have the mod in their game. So I don't use it when I build for that reason, because I would hate for someone to download a house, expecting it to look the way it looks in the video, and then when they get it, they download it and all the furniture's gone. That would be really disappointing. Then they would have to go ahead and refurnish the house all over again, and it takes quite a bit of time when you're building these houses to furnish the houses. This house took me about 4.5 hours to build from start to finish. I didn't do it all in one stretch. I built in probably 30 to 45 minute increments. But these houses do take quite a while to build and quite a while to decorate. And I would hate for someone to download the house expecting a complete house and having furniture and things missing. There we go with the dining room. And I really love this cranberry color, and I just go back to using cranberry over and over again. You can see the cranberry striped walls I really love too. That's one of my favorite colors in this game. That, and of course the blues. And I don't use greens very much. They're okay, but I really like the cranberries and the blues most of all. And if we would get a color wheel, which I wish we would get in the patch as well, a color wheel, then I would start being able to use a lot more variety and a lot more colors in the house builds. The thing that I worry about most, I guess, is I worry about all my houses, whether they be traditional or modern. I worry about them all looking the same, because we have so many, our choices are so limited right now as it stands, and I know that will get better when we get new expansion packs. But I am concerned about my houses starting to look all the same, because I want them all to look different. Someone recently said to me that we'll probably never get the color wheel, and I hope that's not true. I hope we do get a color wheel. More swatches would be nice, and I understand that there are limitations to the game, and there may be a technical reason why we don't have a color wheel. But if there's any way possible to get one, I hope that they give us one. And if they can't, just tons of more swatches. And if every piece of furniture could come in the same basic color swatches that will match, so that we can mix and match our furniture. That would help a lot if we couldn't get the color wheel. There I am doing the kitchen. I think it's a fairly good sized kitchen. Lots of room for your Sims to cook. It reminds me of a country kitchen in a house that I saw several years ago when I was really young at the time. And it really reminds me of this kitchen that I went to. The house was probably built in, I don't know, the Civil War era or something like that. And it seemed to be kind of laid out like this. And the wallpaper in that kitchen, to be honest, looks kind of faded to me. And it just reminds me so much of the wallpaper in that kitchen that I went into all those years ago. But I don't know, that's what, it brought back that memory when I did this kitchen. But I do like the way the kitchen turned out. I think it's a nice sized kitchen. Has everything you need. And I do love those cabinets in there with the dishes. And here I go working on the downstairs bathroom. Again, using that cranberry striped wallpaper, which I really, really like. And I end up putting that old-fashioned tub in there, and I think it looks really cute in there. Of course, I add a window for some light. Anytime I can add a window, I'm going to do it because I love windows, and I want lots of light in my Sims homes. Putting in the little finishing touches and lights galore in this house. And of course a nice picture on the wall, which I really like that picture, and I think I use it again upstairs. And if you've watched any of my house building videos, you know that I love plants, so I'm going to go around and stick a plant wherever I can find room to stick one. That's another reason why I really want that move objects on sheet. If I had that move objects on sheet in this game, there would be so many plants in this house you wouldn't believe it. And here I go working on the study, putting the desk in. Now, I really like the way that the study turned out. I think it looks really nice. We go working in the foyer area. And I realized when I put that door in there that goes to the study, I realized that the doors that I was using would not work, so I had to go through and change the doors in the house. Here we are back to the study. And I do end up putting a fireplace in this study, which if I had, if I was building a house for me personally to live in, I would definitely want a fireplace in my study. Because I think it's just such a neat idea to curl up with a good book there, right in front of a crackling fire in the wintertime. It'd be so cozy. There we go, putting in doors that I had to replace and put in because I wanted all of the doors to match each other. And this is a 1-tile door that I had to put in. The original one was a 2-tile door. And now we are working on the master bedroom. And I do end up changing those walls later on. I really like that rich brown color, but in the end, it just didn't work for me. So I do go in and change those wall colors. There we are in the master bathroom. It's a fairly good sized bathroom. And here we are with the guest room, and I'm using that cranberry color on the walls again. Just love that color. I don't know what it is about that color, but it just feels warm. It feels homey. And I really like it. So I'm probably going to use it a lot until we get more color choices. You'll probably be seeing these colors a lot in my house build videos. And there's that painting again that I used downstairs. Putting in a nice little reading area. And there are 2 chairs in that room by that bookcase. But when I was testing this lot, I always upload the lot to my library and then re-download it again to find out if there are any problems with things disappearing. And one of those chairs did disappear, and I think it's due to the fact that there's a plant in that corner that I made. It was a small plant, and I made it large, and it caused that chair to disappear. So in the finished product, you'll only see 1 chair in that room because I didn't put it back because Like I said, it's not fair to see a room looking one way, and when you download it, there's the plant that messed it up. When you download it, for things to disappear. So I didn't put the chair back, I just left it out. So there's only one chair by the bookcase in the finished product. Because I gotta have my plants, Plants rule. I only wish that in real life I could keep indoor plants alive, because I'm not very good with indoor plants. Now in the springtime, I can plant, tons of flowers outdoors, and they live and thrive and they're perfect until the first frost. But indoor plants are another story. Indoor plants don't live very long with me. I don't know why. I either overwater them, underwater them, whatever. And I guess this is all a little too much information. I know you don't care about it, but just letting you know, I do love indoor plants, even though I can't get them to live in real life. And there's the upstairs bathroom, putting a rug in, again using cranberry on the walls and the rug, and on the window treatment. And to go ahead and I put a blind in there, so that, I thought just a top treatment wouldn't be enough, because you need something for privacy in a bathroom. So I went ahead and put a blind under the window treatment. And here we are in the little girl's room, designed for 2 little girls. And it will have a dollhouse and lots of neat toys for the little girls to play with. And I do love pink for little girls, so I've got the pink and the cream walls. Made my own little stripes there, because there's no pink and white or pink and cream striped wallpaper to match that rug. So I just thought, well, since there's not one, I'll just make one. And these curtains, I do end up changing these curtains out, because when I went to do the screenshots of this room, these curtains, the colors, they just looked way off. No matter where I put the camera, the curtains they look terrible. So I do end up changing those curtains out and using a pink curtain, which you will see later in the screenshots. And there we go, putting in the activity table and some toys for the little girls. Notice there's a little reading area and a bookcase and a little pink violin. How cute is that pink violin? And also that little pink ladybug. I just love that little toy. I don't know if it's a toy or just a decoration. I think it's decorative only, but I do love it. I think it's just so cute. Of course, I have to put some little clutter in the corner, which I think I end up putting put the llama there in the corner. And I think I end up putting wall lights in here also. And stereo, so the little girls can rock out to some kids' tunes. And here we go. This is a little boy's room, perfect for 2 little boys. There will be two beds in there. And I didn't see me put wall lights in the little girl's room, but I'm pretty sure I'll go back and put them in a little bit. And they're trying to find a lamp that looks good. And curtains. I decided to go with just white curtains in there. And I know the stripe in the plaid, the bed, kind of sort of looks white or cream, but those curtains were the closest thing that I could come to matching everything. And the dresser. Okay, let me ask you this, EA. Why do you give us a mission style bed and a mission style end table, but you neglect to give us a mission style dresser? Explain that one to me. Why do I have to use this modern dresser and color it the wood color to try to make it look like it matches? I don't understand that. If you're going to give us a mission style bed, you give us a mission style dresser. Now, that only makes sense. It makes sense to me. I guess it doesn't make sense to EA because they didn't do it. But whatever. I got it to work, and that's all that matters. And I love this dinosaur painting that I put over the bed. It's so cute. And that rocket ship painting that I just put over the shelf is probably one of my all-time favorite paintings in this whole game. There we go, putting in toys, and the chemistry set is in there. Putting in some clutter and another little violin and wall lights. I love those little mission style wall lights too. And here's where I'm going back and I realized that I forgot to put wall lights in the little girl's room. And I love those little chemistry table things. They're so cute. Just look like, you know, a mad scientist wannabe for the little boys to play with. And there we go, putting up more wall decor in that room. Trying to get the lights situated. I think that room turned out pretty good, both those rooms. Now this room I designed for 2 teenagers. And I think that it would be suitable for either 2 girl teenagers or 2 boy teenagers. Don't think the gender would really matter in this room. I think it would be appropriate for either one. And I really love the pattern on that bed. I think it's really cute. I've got the easel in there, and bookcase, and here we are in the upstairs hallway and in the upstairs foyer area, working on that. And there we are outside again, working on the back patio with the grilling area. And I do end up putting the workbench back here on this back patio. So if your sim is into making, you know, doing woodworking projects or whatever, they'll be able to do so. And I do have a bar out here so your sim can practice their mixology skills or have a nice cool drink on a hot day. Speaking of hot days, I heard that, this is just a rumor, that the first expansion pack for The Sims 4 will probably be seasons, which that would be fine with me because I really do miss the weather in The Sims. I really love the weather in The Sims 3. The rain, the snow, all of it. The only thing I didn't really like all that much was hail in The Sims 3. And the reason why is because it always ruined the garden plants. But that'd probably be the only part of weather I didn't like. And I really like that fountain in the middle of the swimming pool back there. I think that looks neat. Here we go, doing landscaping. One of the main places where I wish I had the move objects on sheet so I could layer the plants, but that's okay, it still turned out pretty well, I think. Putting in the terrain paints for the trees and stuff. There we go, and there's the outside again. And here we are at the screenshots. There is the front view of the home, the right side of the home. Coming around to the back, and there's the pool with the fountain and flowers in the middle. There's a full-on shot of the back, and you can see the patio area with the bar and the grill and everything. Nice place to sit and relax on a summer day or spring day. There we go, around to the left side of the home. Slowly making our way back to the front of the home. And next we will go inside the home. And here we are in the foyer area looking toward the dining room. And I really love two-story foyers. Here we are looking at the dining room. And here's a shot of the kitchen. That faded wallpaper. Another shot of the kitchen. I think the kitchen turned out really nice. I really like it. And here we are looking into the sunken living room. If you've watched any of my builds, you know I love sunken rooms. And there is the fireplace between the sunken living room and the music room. A little cozy place to read. And here we are in the music room. Another shot of the music room with the fireplace that's in there, looking back toward the living room. And here we are in the study, and it also has a wonderful warm fireplace. This is the downstairs bathroom, cranberry colored. Here we are at the upstairs loft with the chessboard looking toward the foyer. And there's a shot looking down onto the foyer and the sunken living room. And here we are in the master bedroom. You can see I did change the wall color up. There's another shot of the bedroom and fireplace. And here is the master bathroom. And next we have the guest bedroom. And you can see that chair is gone. Here we are in the little girl's room, and you can see the curtains that I switched to. And here is the little boy's room with the dinosaur painting. And here is the teenager's room with the music prints on the walls. This is the upstairs hallway, of course. I really like how it turned out. There you are looking down on the dining room in the foyer. And there is the back patio area. And here we are back to the front of the home. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoy this house. Again, if you would like to download it, just search my Origin ID SimmerDeb. And thank you all so very, very much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, let me know in the comments down below. Please leave me a like if you enjoyed the video, and please subscribe. See you next time.